Hi students, welcome to 6th Geography online class. So now going to discuss the topic longitudes. Longitudes. So what is called longitudes? So the imaginary lines. So imaginary lines drawn to vertically. So that is a structure of pair. So imaginary lines drawn to vertically. So the imaginary lines drawn to vertically and then connected to North Pole and South Pole. Connected to North Pole and South Poles. So these lines are called meridian longitudes or called longitudes. Go on. So the imaginary lines drawn vertically. So imaginary lines drawn vertically connected the North and South Poles. North Pole and South Poles. So they are called as longitudes. They are called as longitudes. Go on. So that is a longitudes. So in this longitudes, some different lines are found in the vertically. So in this lines are 0 degree. So that is on prime meridian. Prime meridians mostly. So that is on north and south poles and then west and east. West and east. So that is the longitudes. And the next one, these lines or longitudes are seen as semicircle. So that is a semicircle. So these lines only to form of semicircle lines. And then the 0 degree line of longitudes are called as prime meridian. So that is a prime meridian lines. So mostly the imaginary lines drawn vertically connected north and south poles. In this imaginary lines, so it is look like a semicircle. It is look like a semicircle. So in the semicircle lines, the 0 degree line of longitude is called as prime meridian. So that is called prime meridian. Go and then there are 180 lines of longitude towards the east and west from the prime meridian. So that is on west and east. West and east. Totally how many lines? 180 lines. 180 lines of longitudes are present in the west and east. For example, 180 lines of longitudes are present in the west sides. At the same time, 180 lines are present in the east sides. So totally, how many lines are there? 360 lines. 360 lines are present in the earth surface. So which lines are present? Longitude lines. And then there are 180 lines of longitude towards the east and west from the prime meridian. So that is on prime meridians and then west side 180 lines and then east side 180 lines. So there are totally 360 lines of longitudes. So the 180 west, 180 lines are west and then 180 lines are east side. Go on. And then there are two longitudes are present. There are two longitudes are present. So one is here eastern longitudes and western longitudes. Eastern longitudes and western longitudes. So listen. So this one is here North Pole, South Pole, West and East. Go. So first of all, eastern longitudes. So the lines of longitudes that are found between prime meridian. So that is a prime meridian. It is a prime meridian. So this one is here prime meridian. So the lines of longitudes that are found between the prime meridians and 180 degree in east. 180 degree in east. So they are called as eastern longitudes. Eastern longitudes. So mostly the lines of longitudes that are found between the prime meridian prime meridian and 180 degree eastern. So in these lines are called as eastern longitudes. At the same time, the lines of longitudes that are found the prime meridian is 0 degree and then 180 degree in west line. So west line 180 degree. So in these lines are called western longitudes. Western longitudes. And then next go to for eastern and western hemisphere. Eastern and western hemispheres. So the part of the earth between the 0 degree line. So that is a 0 degree prime meridian. Prime meridian. Go. So the part of the earth between 0 line of longitudes and 180 degree east. So this one is a north pole, south pole, west and east. Listen. The part of the earth between the 0 line of longitudes. 0 line of longitudes and 180 degree of east. So they are called as eastern hemisphere. Eastern hemisphere. Hemi means semi. So that is a eastern hemisphere. At the same time, western hemisphere. Western hemisphere. So what is the western hemisphere? The part of the earth between the 0 line of longitudes and 180 degree of west. 180 degree of west. So these lines are called as western hemisphere. Significant line of longitudes. Significant line of longitudes. So the significant line of longitudes, very important lines are Greenwich meridian. So that is a Greenwich meridian. So in this Greenwich meridians mostly they are drawn into vertically. The earth is divided into two semicircle. So this one is a semicircle and then this one is a semicircle. Two semicircles are drawn into the vertically. So in this Greenwich meridian. So the Greenwich is located at the near London in England. So Greenwich located at London. So near London in England. And then according to the International Meridian Conference. International Meridian Conference held on 1884 in Washington, D.C. in the USA. So the Meridian Conference, so International Meridian Conference held on 1884. So which country? Washington. So it is in the USA. And then next go to for all nations agreed on the choosing the Greenwich meridian. So 0 degree. So based on listen. So this one is a Greenwich meridian line. So in this Greenwich meridian line, based on all countries are located. And then especially, so this one is here Russia, India, and then near the Greenwich meridian lines found in the Africa. And then especially, so the 30 degree meridian longitudes lines or line of meridian longitudes. At the same time, 60 to 120 degree. 60 to 120 degree located in the Russia. So 180 degrees and then mostly, so next one 160, 170, so etc. So in this line located in India and Australia. So based on the Greenwich meridian 0 degree, this lines of longitudes is called as prime meridian. Prime meridian. So this lines of Greenwich is called a prime meridian. So in this prime meridian is also called as Greenwich meridian. So prime meridians is always called as Greenwich meridian. So that is a line for significant line of longitudes. And then next go to for international date line. International date line. So international date line mostly the 180 degree line of longitudes has been fixed in the international date line. So drawn on Pacific Ocean between the Alaska and Russia. Alaska and Russia. For example, this one is here Russia. Okay, so this lines drawn. So international date line. So especially 180-degree lines of longitudes has been fixed in the international date line. So listen. The earth is divided into two. So this one is here 180-degree lines and then another one is here 180-degree lines. Cool. So this semicircle 180-degree lines. So this semicircle 180-degree lines. So totally 360-degree lines. Cool. So in this 180-degree lines of longitude has been fixed the international date lines and then drawn on a Pacific Ocean between the Alaska and Russia. So in a person cross with the line from this one is here west, east, north and south. So especially in this international date line, in a person cross this line, one person cross this line from west to east. From west to east for 1 day loss. 1 day loss. So when a person cross with the line from west to east, so loss here 1 line. In the same person cross with a line from east to west. From east to west, gain a 1 day. Gain 1 day. Gain 1 day. And then especially in this 180-degree, one persons and then cross with the east to west, gain 1 day. And the same person cross with the 180-degree of west to east. So 1 day loss. So in this mostly in this process to only identify the international date lines. Cover. And then listen. On the other hand, when he crossed from the eastern to western, he gained a 1 day. So based on this, date is fixed for different countries and regions, different region of the world, and then especially in this region. For example, in this region, African regions, one person cross in 12 noon for a day. So the same person and then western to eastern side cross. And then 1 day loss. 1 day loss. At the same time, in this 12 noon in the other countries may be differ or other region of the world may be differ. The earth grid or geographic grid. So imaginary line of longitudes and longitudes from a grid like a patterns. So grid like a patterns on the surface of the earth. So that is called as earth grid. That is called as earth grid. So that is on earth surface. So imaginary lines of latitudes and longitudes. Imaginary lines of longitudes and latitudes. Come on. So the imaginary lines of latitudes and longitudes from a grid-like pattern. So that is a grid-like pattern on the surface of the earth. So that is called as earth grid or geography grid. So that is a earth grid. So to locate a place exactly on the earth and then the latitudinal and the longitudinal extension are required. Especially this one is a structure of earth and then this one is a latitudes. So on this latitudes mostly the extension are required. So this one is a extension at the same time. So this one is a longitudes. This one is a longitudes. So this place called as earth grid. Earth grid or geographic grids. Go. So in this to locate the earth grid, a place exactly on the earth, the longitudinally and latitudinally extensions are required. And the next one, longitudes and time. Next one, longitudes and time. So the 360 lines of longitudes are drawn to connect the north and the south poles around the earth. 180 on the eastern hemisphere. On the eastern hemisphere. Listen. So this is a structure of earth. So 360 line of longitudes. So especially the semicircle. So this one is a north pole, south pole, east and west. Go. So this one is a 180 degree. This one is a 180 degree. So 360 degree lines. So totally 360 lines of longitudes are drawn to connect the north and the south pole. So connect the north and the south pole. So one lines are drawn in this lines connect the north and south pole. So these lines connect the north and south poles around the earth. 180 on the eastern hemisphere. So this one is the eastern hemisphere. So 180 on the eastern hemispheres and then 180 on the western hemispheres. Western hemispheres. So that is called as longitudes of time or longitudes and time. So the time is calculated on the basis of line of longitude. So that is an importance. So the line of longitudes based on the time. Based on the time. So in this mostly in this times are calculated in based on the lines of longitudes. Lines of longitudes. The different world that are different region of the world or different countries, the time calculated may be differ based on the line of longitudes. Based on the line of longitudes. So next go to for local time. So local time. When the sun is overhead on a particular line of longitudes. Particular line of longitudes, so it is told on. At all the place located on that line of longitude. So this is called as local time. And then especially, listen. So this is a structure of air. So in the structure of air, the line of latitude, the line of longitudes. So the sun is overhead on a particular line of longitudes. For example, the 0 degree meridian. So this one is a prime meridian. So in this prime meridian region, the sun is overhead on 12 noon. 12 noon. At the same time, all that places located on that line of longitudes. So in this line of longitudes are present in the different countries. So in these different countries, mostly to calculate 12 noon only. So that is called as local time. That is called as local time. So when the sun is overhead on the particular line of longitudes, so it is 12 noon at all the places located on the line of longitudes. So that is called as local time. For example, the sun is overhead on a time of longitudes only once in a day. That is important. Only once in a day, the local time differ from every line of longitudes. And especially, so in this prime meridian, in this line, the prime meridian line 0 degree or prime meridian, sun overhead on a time of longitudes only once a day. Only once a day. In this particularly, the local time differ from every line of longitudes. So this every line of longitudes may be differ, not same. Go on. So maybe in this line, for example, 30 degree, 60 degree, 80 degree, and then 100 degree, 120 degree. So in this line of longitudes, the time may be differ, not the same. And the next one, Greenwich meridian line. So that is a Greenwich meridian line. That is a Greenwich meridian line. Go on. So the line of longitudes drawn into a vertically. So can be divided into, sorry, in this vertical lines connected to north and south poles. So in these lines are called as Greenwich meridian line. At the same time, the Greenwich meridian time. When the sun is overhead on the Greenwich meridian at 12 noon, this is a local time of that place. So that is so this one is a Greenwich meridian line. In this line 0 degree. So in this particular line area 12 noon Greenwich lines. So it is a local time of that place. Local time of that place. And then the world time is calculated by the standard line of longitudes. Go on. Listen. The Greenwich meridian time, when the sun is overhead on the Greenwich meridian at 12 noon. At 12 noon. So it is a local time that place. So that is called as Greenwich meridian time. Greenwich meridian times. Mostly the world time is calculated by standard line of longitudes. So in the standard line of longitudes may be calculated world time. So in these lines mostly calculated world time. For example, the time is 12 noon at a Greenwich meridian. So in this Greenwich meridian, shown as a north pole, south pole, west and east. Okay, for example, the time is 12 noon at a Greenwich meridian. So in this Greenwich meridian, the time is 12 noon. So it is 12.04 p.m. at 1 degree east line of longitudes. 1 degree east. So in this east line of longitudes, 12.04 p.m. So this one is a PM. And then PM means post meridian. PM means post meridian. PM means post meridians. Go on. So this line of the Greenwich meridian line 12 noon. At the same time, in the 1 degree east line of longitudes 12.04 PM. So PM means post meridian. And the 1 degree, and then 1 degree west. 1 degree west line of longitudes 11.56 AM. Go. So this is a Greenwich meridian. So in this Greenwich meridian 12 noon at a time. So 1 degree east the line of longitudes 12.04 PM. 12.04 PM post meridian in east side. At the same time, in west sides, in the same Greenwich meridian in 12 noon, the one line of west. So the one line of west longitudes, the time is 11.56 AM. AM means anti-meridian or afternoon. Anti-meridian. So that is a local time. And the next one, standard time. So the standard time, local time is calculated when the sun is overhead on the many lines of longitudes. So many lines of longitudes. So the sun is overhead on the many line of longitudes. Many line of longitudes. So the many passes through the country. So many passes through the country. So that is called as standard time. So the countries may not have distance or may not have common time in the one line to another line. And then the standard time of countries are part of the calculated keeping the particular western and the standard time. Western and the standard time at the same time. Eastern and the standard time. The world has 24 times. 24 time zones are present in the world. 24 time zones are present. World 24 time zones are present. How many time zones are present in the world? 24 time zones are present. At the same time, so some countries have here the great longitudinal extent. So some country has a great longitudinal extent, and then so they have more than more than our standard time. More than our standard time at the same time. For example, Russia contain. So how many time zones are present? 7 time zones are present. 7 time zones are present. So that is a very important to 1 mark. 1 mark. So the world contain 24 time zones are present, and then for example, one is here Russia contains 7 time zones are present. Thank you.